my god. I've been turned into a vampire. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. My name is David9 and we're playing Crime Opera the Caterpillar Candids. I don't think there's a slow version of that outro. How's it going, Wealthy? Oh no, am I changing it? Ah, yeah, it does start with a volume low, that's true. Right. So, we got a cut for this game. I think it's a bunch of short stories, like visual novel style. Thanks for downloading the Crime Opera Companion piece. Oh. The Caterpillar Candids features short stories from the Crime Opera universe that take place shortly before, during, or shortly after the events of the Butterfly Effect. Therefore, it's highly recommended that you finish that game to completion before starting on this one. Additionally, we've added the Beyond Butterfly Director's Commentary story as a bonus. To save your state, please open the main menu options. For those wanting a quicker save route, there's a quick save feature appearing at the bottom right of your screen during your read. Please choose which story you would like to read. Good job, Hove. Amazing as always. Crime Opera 2, the Caligula Effect. Oh man. I really want the Caligula Effect too. Actually, I really want the Platin one. I just don't want to do it. It's too much work. And I hate when it's... when the reasoning behind not getting the Plat is I'm too lazy to do this. But it's like... that's half of your lifespan to get that Platinum Trophy. You'll never get those years back. It's trophy rot, it's not you're too lazy, it's a dumb plant. It is a dumb plant! I don't even remember anymore. You have to recruit like 200 people into your party and level them, right? Something like that. Like random NPCs that don't even have powers. Yeah, you can recruit basically all the NPCs in the game. Remember there was a whole thing, like a whole... like almost a family tree, but of every NPC in the game, and their like psychological trauma. And if you fixed it, you could invite them into the party. And and I think to get that one trophy, you have to level 200 people. I think it's one level at least with 200 people. It's like, what the fuck? Who thought of this? Legally effect overdose. Which version did I find? The PS5 version. Oh. The guide goes to the PS4 version. It's 100 people. Not 200. It's not better, though. Yeah. Most NPCs in the game... What? Further information about them, blah blah blah. There are over 500 NPCs. You need to befriend 100 of them. You need to befriend them. You become friends by talking to them 3 times and reaching affinity level 3, which is done by inviting them to the party. Oh no, I do have 100 friends. I don't have 100 friends with affinity. That's a different trophy. I do want the sequel. I'm just not gonna platinum it. Hello Echo, how are you? Yeah. It's bullshit. I would like to do it, but it's bullshit. Anyway, we're playing a game. Or not yet, I guess. So, A Day in the Strife, the untold story of Terry Childers. Come on, where the hell's a payphone when you need one? Look up and down the street, no luck. Well, I wouldn't say no luck, so much as that's just my luck. Down and out, as always, kids seem to catch a break. I don't ask for much, do I? I already said it, I got a code for it. Yeah. I think I said it. God, Ma's gonna be scared out of her wits if I don't talk to her soon. No choice, gotta cross. Gotta cross the way as soon as an opening comes up between the moving cars. As I could have guessed, I almost get hit along the way. Don't they even see me? Am I that goddamn invisible? I walk around all day feeling like there's somehow a target on my back. But when I actually need some acknowledgement of my existence, you think I can get any? Nope, no way in hell. You guys heard of evotinction? I was wondering if I should check that out. The Wonder thing, the game with a wonder in its name is reviewing well. Inuyasha? Didn't expect that. Well, Echo played the Yakuza Fist of the North Star. So I think Inuyasha is more unexpected. Finally. I spot the payphone booth and run over to it as quickly as I can. Takes me a second to thumb around for a coin in my pocket. Almost started to lose my shit, but I couldn't feel one after a few seconds. Inuyasha is slightly girl-coded. It is, it is. I met a girl with a Seisho Maru tattoo. I guess that's as close a break as a guy like me is likely to catch. I pop in and start dialing. Come on, Ma, wake up. Hello? Ma, it's me. Terrence. Oh, Terrence, it's simply awful what they're doing. Hold on, Ma, what's going on now? They're taking everything. They said they can't hold on any longer and that they don't have any choice. Terrence, they're taking all of my things. Ma, you need to stall them just a little longer. These guys put in a whole 8-hour day. Just tell them I've got the money and that this is all about to get sorted out. Oh, that's wonderful. You got the money, just like you said you would. Well, no, not quite yet. Al wasn't around, but I'm gonna find him, Ma. You just need to keep them there a little longer. Can you do that? I'll try. Oh dear, what are we going to do? Good question, especially because I lied. That was exactly where I figured he'd be. What good that did, though. Well, One Punch Man was not on Toonami, was it? That's way more recent. Come on now, this is my mother we're talking about here. I don't give a rat's ass, Mr. Childers. You did a couple small jobs for me and your work was subpar at best. As far as I'm concerned, that's that. I'll do anything. Anything. We're about to be tossed on the street. She's old and not in the best of health, and she has cats. What are you bragging about? Stop calling me that. I'm not your buddy, Mr. Childers, nor am I your equal. I don't do favors, even for friends. I run a business here, and I'm not in need of your services any longer. The peak anime experience was seeing Jam Project, TM Revolution, and Foil perform. Oh shit! Anime Expo like 10 years ago. That's awesome. I don't know Jam Project, but I know TM Revolution and Flow. You know who I want to see? Calafina. Oh, jeez. Look, just hang tight, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can. That's never happening, by the way. Cal's retired. Yeah, it would never happen in Portugal. I hang up before she has a chance to pipe up. I do love Scandal, though, which was playing before the stream started. It was Scandal. I hang up before she has a chance to pipe up. God knows she had a lot more to say about it. I just don't have any more answers. I'm at my wit's end. All these years pulling jobs for that son of a bitch, and where has it got me? Nowhere. Christ, I mean, I know so much about him and his fucking stupid operations, I could... No, cool it down, Terry. Don't even think like that. That's how most guys in the business, their business wind up dead. Fiction Junction? Haven't heard of it. Crime Opera 2 before Crime Opera 1, you're out of control. I know, though. You should, I hope you're proud of me. Al may be a smart prick, but he isn't someone you want to turn your back on either. He's a pretty powerful guy. By the way, I also played, Snezhninka before the first one. Sentinel Girls 2. But, by the way, that game was pretty good. I actually had the first one to my wish list after playing it. I did beat it, yes. Not like Bianchi, powerful or anything. Al maybe his quick reason someone you want to turn your back on either. He's a pretty powerful guy. But like Bianchi powerful or anything, but Bianchi. A long time since I've had a run-in with this voice. I mean, thank God. Those people are trouble. Do you have any relevant plot? I feel like the plot was very connected to the first one. But not really, no. I think it was a fun game, but the plot was not very interesting. As far as I understood, the plot is different according to what companion you have. So there's like a bunch of endings. Hans Bianchi himself, he's actually kind of an alright guy. Not that you want to cross him either, but my few interactions with the guy were okay. Doubt he'd remember me. Actually, if I hadn't known who he was at the time, I kinda doubt I'd even remember him. Hans has a pretty storied history with the Mafia after all. Kind of a shame what happened between him and the Gallows, really. Heard he and Anthony used to be pretty inseparable back in the day. Yeah. Hans isn't the one to be afraid of, not nowadays anyhow. But people who run things for him, on the other hand, they're dangerous as all hell. Huh? How much is the open critic? The reason for that, of course, is Bianchi's aging out. He doesn't have the same handle on things as he used to. Mine's kinda going. At least that's what Al's guys have been saying. According to them, Hans used to run a pretty tight little ship. Only the most dangerous and most experienced men would be brought into the fold when he was in his prime. That's how he managed to keep the upper hand over the Gallo family for so long. But now, with him taking a step back from everything, all those psychos who work for him have free reign to do whatever they want. 86. Nice. You said ever is before never, right? Does he know what's going on? I'm sure he's got some idea. Not sure if he doesn't care or if he just feels like it's getting away from him. Out of his control. A little sad, actually. Never played, never. Actually, there's some visual there's some visual novels. There's 5 games on my wish list right now on my alt account that are not available in Europe at all. And for some reason, PlayStation just does not accept my card on my alt account. I don't know if it's because if it's from a different region. I can't even buy them if they're discounted. I'm like, well, now I want to buy them and I can't. Thank you, PlayStation. Well said, actually. I heard those kids fucking hate him too. Halfway to end the legacy. Maybe buy a PSN card and just use that. That's how I do it on my account, my real account. But the site I buy from only has European stuff. What website delivers the codes digitally instead of shipping you the card? Amazon has them since digital. Oh, well, that could be an option then. Because one game above everything else that I really have always wanted to play and is on PlayStation but not in Europe is Clannad. Also, for some reason, there's There's a PlayStation Classic that's only available in the US. Is one of the first From Software games. If I had something I could offer him now, that would be something. That would save my house for sure. I don't have anything right now. Nothing but a bunch of information and all these crooks that would get me killed if I ever spilled it to anyone worthwhile. And be honest with yourself, Terry, you're too much of a pansy to try it, even if the opportunity did present itself, right? It's hard not to feel like the biggest loser around. I want so badly, just for once, to stop feeling sorry for myself. But here I am again, another conundrum. All's out, Yankee's out. Who else is left for me to turn to? Certainly not the Gallows. I mean, people they employ are a lot more under control than Bianchi's men are. No, I added those games to my wish list, so hopefully one day. That Xander guy scares the living shit out of most people, so the brothers have a pretty decent grasp over those under their employ. And Geralt's a pretty respectable guy, so people like dealing with him. Kind of a good combo, that old good gangster, bad gangster thing they have going. Of course, you just don't waltz up to either one of them and introduce yourself, then go on asking a favor. They don't know me. Even if I did have something to offer them, it's not like they trust me. The only one that family I do know is their ma, Loretta. Scary lady in her own way, but the couple dealings I've had with her went well enough. You may even kind of remember me, maybe. VM Classic, this is the year of the I might need to look into this. Actually, last year was the year of the year. Yeah, that's what Melty said. Only platted Investigations on the Apollo trilogy. I must have platted some VMs. Probably like gifted games though. Christ, am I that desperate that I'm actually considering asking the Gallo matriarch for a favor? Did it actually come to that? Yeah, I should play the third Ace Attorney game soonish. Depends on what happens in the future, I guess. Yeah, I guess it has. Not like Al seemed keen on hiring me for any more jobs in the future anyway, right? Maybe my services would be welcome elsewhere. It's the best of the OG trilogy? Nice, nice. Besides, even if I can save Ma's house today, there's no telling what will happen next week or the week after that. Or if the Gallows actually need a guy like me around. A guy like me. There I go again, kidding myself. I stink of desperation. No one needs my services. I'm a nothing. I drive trucks every once in a while, take parts from point A to point B. Anyone could do the shit jobs I've been doing for Al over the years. They blow? Really? So it was so easy for him to be rid of me. I'm as replaceable as they come. Still, I don't have any other choice. I gotta take the chance now, because I know if I let all this pass, not only will Ma and I lose everything, but I'll probably never even consider doing something as bold as this ever again. You can never really know until you try something. That's why I have to do this. You know, it's been on my mind lately, like, we don't know DLC, and we don't know the standalone game. I need something where I actually play as Venom. I need it! It's... like, I was okay with it being, with that section being so short, because it's Because the other game was coming! They said it's coming! Where is it? Where is it? Dude, it was so good. It was such a great moment. You blue-balled me, Insomniac. That's it. You blue-balled me. Get out of the cab and keep my eyes away from the drivers. I can't bear to face him after skipping out on the tip. I'm already regretting this decision. Loretta probably isn't even here. She lives alone in an apartment downtown. If the rumors are to be believed, the few times I did join work for her and Al, the meetings were here in her son Xander's house. They have an office room upstairs that they use for the route plannings and whatnot. The hell are you? Holy crap, that guy scared me. The Miles games? You don't really feed into the Apollo games? Oh, Miles Edgeworth. I was thinking of Miles Morales. Hold it together, man. Wait, I know you. You and I pulled a job together a while back. You here to see Xander? A lot of Miles right now in chat. Yep. He does look a little familiar, actually. Music in this game is kind of loud. I'll lower it. It's not like we need it to be loud. Just idiots. Yep, thanks for letting me know. None of those glasses are off. Yeah, I guess we did. Loretta, if she's here. He turns and waves towards the house, and I follow him up the walkway. Please, God, tell me that this is a sign that my luck's about to change for the better. Who's this? You seem to have stumbled into a bit of a heated meeting between Loretta and her son. The guy who took me up here gives a brief introduction, letting them know how he remembers me and who I represent. I wish he hadn't done that. Close the door after leaving, and suddenly I feel like I'm surrounded by a pack of wolves. Terry Childers. What do you want? We're fucking busy. No, we're absolutely done here. Do as I say, Xander. Ma! She doesn't say anything. She just stares at him intently until he grunts in frustration and takes his leave. He gives me a really nasty look on his way out. I take it you weren't here to see him. Good fucking guess. No, ma'am, I came to see you. I know you probably don't remember me, and I've been doing work for Albert Morris. On and off through the years, and well, I've been a loyal guy, but I'm in a bit of a rough spot right now, and he doesn't have any work for me, and I was kinda hoping, you know, there was something you needed, anything at all. I do remember you, Terry, and yeah, we got plenty of work, but I'm not going to give it to you. You know why? My heart lurches up into my throat at those words. By the way, I watched today the trailer for the Lies of P Overture thing. That does not look like the same game. If what people were doing in that trailer was doable in the main game, if it was like actual DLC, I think it would definitely break. All those bosses would be immeasurably easier. I can't wait for them, though. Can't wait. It does look awesome, by the way. But, yeah. I mean, sure. Elden Ring Night Rain, the latest Elden Ring DLC. What do I do now? Will my voice even work if I try to use it? It was alright preempting us, I don't remember when Liza P was good. No, it looks awesome! It looks absolutely awesome. Liza Peak, they call it. What can I even say? Why? It's the look. The whole thing is just off. That desperate look on your face, the slump on your neck. Those clothes. I'm not shocked that Albert would hire someone so weaselly looking, but I'm not him. I don't trust you. You're an ugly human being, Terry. I'm sure you've been told that before, so I'm not telling you something you don't already know. Oof. What do you really think, lady? My face is suddenly getting really hot. My vision is going wonky. This woman, she seemed so nice the first time I met her. Now look into my eyes. I want you to look into them and ask yourself, does this look like a woman who does favors for people she doesn't trust? Is that how she got to where she is? And then I want you to ask yourself, what do you think she would like to do with people who think it pertinent to waste their valuable time? I'm sorry. I really am. I'll, get out of your way now. I'm sorry. Very sorry. You do that, Terry, and give my best to Albert if and when he decides you're worth the risk of hiring again. Couldn't get out of there fast enough. Every step I took felt like I could have been my last. I practically ran down the walkway once I'd gotten out, but just as I feel like I'm home free, I run into the other son. Hi, friend. Just on your way out? Oh, yes. I was just speaking with your mother a bit, that's all. Shut up. Fucking shut it, Terry. Why the hell would you say all that? Stupid nervous wreck, you're gonna get yourself killed. I can tell by the look on your face she's in one of her problem moods again. I appreciate the warning, whether intentional or not. Ha! I'm Geralt, the eldest son of the family, and you are? He's going to have to wait, have a hot date planned with David? Yep. 9 days later, they announce bankruptcy. Oh, man. I hope not, because I still want to play the Assassin's Creed. By the way, my dad, he's on the second to last level of Tomb Raider 1. Which is not that hard. It's not that easy, I mean. So I'm actually pretty proud. I told him I thought you wouldn't get out of at least the 7th level, I think, which is the cistern, because he's really bad at swimming, or was when I was a kid. Oh yeah, if Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't do gangbusters, I don't think it's going to go well. Terry Childers, I work for Hans Bianchi. Why would you lie to him, idiot? He's gonna find out if he doesn't already know. Maybe he's testing you. You don't know how deep his intel goes? Damn it, after that run-in with his mother, no wonder my brain isn't working right. Bloody thing probably thought this would throw them off my trail, but it isn't right at all. Loretta knows who I really work for. If the matter were ever to come up between them, then they'd really be suspicious about me and why I'm lying to them. Sheesh, gotta hold it together. Think, Terry. Why would the matter come up? Sure, she just threatened you, but you're small potatoes. Think you're actually worth her second thought? No way in hell. You're fine. You're safe. And the less truth this guy knows about you, the better, right? No taking it back now, anyway. Hans, just what business does he have with us now? I can assure you it doesn't matter now. That sounds about right. Be sure to give him my regards nonetheless. Take care, Mr. Childers. Yeah, take care. Phew, I get the fuck out of here. What a fucking night. Horrible. I was absolutely crushed when I showed up and didn't have the money. Spent the night in a crummy motel with her, listening to her cry for hours on end. Nothing I could do. Then I spent the morning and afternoon sorting through what we did manage to bring with us to see if I can hawk a few items for money. Hawk? As my shit fortune continues, I got a whole lot of nothing for it. Most of the stuff was deemed pretty much worthless, no more than a few bucks here and a few bucks there. Unlike this dingy old camera, which the pawn shop owner flat out refused to take because it looked so shitty. Damn. I mean, it still works. There's even a full roll of film in it. Should have been worth at least a few measly dollars if you ask me. Well, should be at least worth the film. A thought creeps up on me that if I head back now, I'm gonna have to listen to Ma carry on from where she left off. It's not so appealing, so I decided to take the long way home. I don't know if I've suddenly developed a death wish or whatever, but for some reason I get the idea in my head to go by one of the old Jean haunts. It's the spot where Albert and Loretta had a joint operation going. Apparently not even her sons knew about it yet. The broad still has their secrets from them, it seems. Why would I go there now? Who knows? Maybe I'm feeling sentimental, thinking back to the better times. That was a good job we pulled there. Thought I was king just being allowed to be part of it. Turns out, not so much. I get there and almost immediately spot shadowy figures moving about near the warehouse. Guess the job was being pulled tonight after all. That means I really have been left out. I should feel gutted by it, but it's hard to feel anything anymore. The last 2 days have just been too full of disappointment for anything else to have much of an effect on me. I stand corrected? Gerald Gallo. Guess he knows about the operation now. Make myself hidden, given how suspicious it would look if he saw me again right now. This power box seems like good enough cover. I can hear what's being said if I listen closely. Make it quick. If anyone finds out we're here, we very well could be dead men walking. Not a word to anyone. That's interesting. I don't know exactly what it means, but its importance is obvious. Who would you be pissing off, Geralt? Surely not your mother dearest, Bianchi? Are you making a move to fuck Al over? What could it be? I moved my head a little closer to the power box to try and hear more, and almost dropped the camera. I have a camera! I have a camera, and Geralt Gallo is doing something he shouldn't be doing. I could use this. I could maybe get a pretty penny for this info if I can figure out the right buy. Okay, calm down, man. Make sure you turn the flash off, first and foremost. Lols. And I hope to God at least one of these pics turns out in the shitty light. I move around to take shots from different angles. All I need is one clear shot of Geralt and at least one somewhat decent show of the surroundings. Sorry. If I can use up a whole roll of film, there's gotta be at least one that turns out well enough. Hey, that's the digital logic. When you have film, everyone should turn out well or you're wasting it. Think about maybe getting close enough to take a shot of the march being moved into the truck, but it's just too much of a risk. Hopefully this will be good enough. It's all over within about 10 minutes or less. They leave and I'm free to move around without worry. When can I play as Venom, guys? I don't know if I mentioned that I would really love to play as Venom. This was it. This was the big break I needed. If only it had fucking happened 2 days ago before we lost the house. Doesn't matter now. Still got the future to figure out, and this could be the key to solving any further problems for me and Mom. Each time you ask, they delay the game by 6 months. What if I just scream Venom outside of my window? Can I just say the word Venom? I got the film developed this morning. Most of them turned out like shit, but there were a couple really good ones that really got me excited. I've been thinking about it and thinking about it. Every time I thought to myself that maybe I should go and see Al about what I saw, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. This is how there comes a guest at the padded cell department. And then I tell everyone in the department about Venom. And we make a video game and then get a cease and desist. Because it wasn't our IP. And then we put the game out and it's called Poison Guy. Yes. We are better. I mean, fuck that guy. He left me out to hang. First time I heard a wee Venom. I don't know how to say, like, we in Japanese. Wait. Let me look it up.
私たちはベノムです。
That's what I was gonna say. 私たちはベノムです。It's your fault, bro. You only have yourself to blame. I'm not stupid enough to go and try blackmailing the gallows. Fuck that shit. That would be suicide. Either I sit on them and do absolutely nothing, or I try my hand with Bianchi. I know, that's risky shit on its own way, but I can't just sit back and let opportunities slip away. That's how I ended up here in the first place, not taking enough risks. While you might be the tool, I've always been the architect of my own distraction. I'm a tool, alright. After reaching out to a few guys I'd worked with in the past, I was finally able to get an appointment to see him. I made sure Bianchi was aware of its urgency. He even got an invite to his mansion. I was actually really surprised by that. You wanna clip that? You wanna clip that? Not me saying we are Venom? In a smooth voice? Thanks. Mr. Chillers, was it? Welcome to my home. Welcome to my home. I'd say to make yourself comfy and whatnot, but I was told you've got some matters of urgency regarding the gallows. I hope you're proud of me, David. I finished Yakuza and started something new until we start a hot date. What would that something new be? Soul Reaver 2? Yeah, and really, Mr. Miyaki, you can't know how much I appreciate you meeting with me. How much do you stalk me? Not at all. I just threw it out there because I know you started the first one, so the second one was like pending. Is that what you started? Interesting. Split fiction, huh? I mean, that Soul Reaver 2 is one of the most convoluted plots of all time. I had such a hard time following it when I was a kid, and I followed Metal Gear. But I might be wrong about this, but I think the original... I only played Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1 is super easy to follow. What was I gonna say? Oh, I think, for some reason, Soul Reaver 2 did not have subtitles. I think. Which didn't help me at the time. You can't know how much I appreciate you meeting with me. Think nothing of it. Let's go upstairs. I don't want no people listening in. You know what I'm saying? Soul Reaver 1 didn't have subtitles during the pre-rendered movies. Yeah, then it might be the exact same thing. They're both. Yeah. Even Chain of Memories, which I read the manga for, was easy to follow enough. I don't remember much of 2. I didn't play much of it until I lost my save, so... Yeah, I read the manga for Chain of Memories, because it was a Game Boy Advance game and I didn't want to play it. I didn't want to play it on Game Boy Advance. It's a card game. It was later remade on PS2, and the version on the HD collection is the remake on PS2. Of course. He leads me up to the mansion's attic. It's much smaller than I figured it would be, but it's a nice little safe spawn, I guess. You definitely play Why did I forget about it now? I just said the name. Chain of Memories? Why am I doubting it? He then turns to me expectantly. So what you got for me? I hand over the pictures. I took these last night. I don't know much of what it is I was seeing, but I overheard Geralt saying that they shouldn't have been there doing what they were doing. I know it's a shot in the dark here, but I was wondering if maybe the location was a place of significance to you? Pillars of Chain by Sleep? Oh, that's it. Kid, you have no idea. He scowls and looks through the pictures, and then slowly a smile creases the sides of his mouth. Have to admit, you done good. You done real good. I'm gonna tell you a bit of a story. Not too many people know of it, but I think you've earned it. The old Gallo brought and me, we go way back. That one's too long to tell, but the thing of it is, we still have a bit of a side venture between us. That's what you stumble on. Pretty big secret, fish. Very lucrative. Not even our sons were supposed to know about it. See, over the last few months, some of these shipments have been interrupted. We've been robbed. Some of our boys even lost their lives during these raids. No one could figure out who was behind it all. Loretta's been blaming me, I've been blaming her, we've both been after Albert over it, lo and behold, looks like it was her own son Geralt the entire time. Right under her fucking nose. So you see what it is you brought me here. This is exactly what I've been after. Try to contain my excitement. Is it purely excitement? Maybe it's partly anxiety. He's spilling some major stuff to me here. Maybe he just plans to off me afterwards? No, you showed him your value, Terry. You did this right, for once. So you see why I'm telling you all of this? You just gave me your saving grace. Powerful stuff here. Enough you could cause a war. Or in my case, extort the living shit out of that bitch. I know exactly what I'm gonna ask her for. Very happy to have been of service, Mr. Bianchi. You bet your ass you is. So what do you want? I think you'll find I'm a pretty generous guy, all things considered. Ask for anything. Honestly, Mr. Bianchi, I was just hoping to secure a few jobs here and there. My mom, she and I lost our house the other day, and... Of course, you got money problems. Oh, wait, no sweat, kid. Look, you and me can discuss this all, that soon. Meantime, we's gonna celebrate some. Let's go on downstairs and crack out the good champagne. That's not how you write champagne. So we did. We dined like royalty, drank until our heart's content, and worked out a deal for me to be under his employ. Permanently. Sure, I spilled a little too much about my situation. I let him know all about Albert and Loretta treated me. But after all that drinking, I didn't feel the need to be cautious anymore. After all, he told me way more than I told him. And we're talking like seriously confidential stuff that no mafia man should be telling to someone they just met. It was crazy. This guy's gonna end up dead. He showed me the way of the mansion, boasted about a security setup, showing me all the expensive gadgetry, and introduced me to a few of the men he had on patrol. It was a night to remember, that's for sure. So why do I feel so sore about it all? Oh, he also, penetrated my ass. And it was delightful! Mac already. I gotta tell you, kid, I got a hangover like you wouldn't believe. Sorry to bother you, sir. I was just tossing and turning all night thinking about our conversation yesterday. Is it okay if we discuss a bit? Sure thing, but I'm feeling really lousy right now, so let's wait till tonight. I'm heading up to the warehouse tonight, helping the boys to further investigate the matters. Meet me there around 11. Took a little while for me to figure out what it was that was bothering me so bad. Turns out it was just plain old-fashioned guilt. By the looks of it, I had thrown the only decent Gallo family member to the wolves. The only one in that family to have given me any kind of respect. And he's a pretty well-respected guy amongst his men to begin with. Xander and Loretta, not so much. Just what the hell is going to happen to him now? How good of a chance is there that an all-out mafia war could break out over this? How many people will be killed, all because of these pictures that I took? And of those killed, would Geralt Gallo be one of them? If his mother found out he'd betrayed her so badly, there's no telling how far she'd go to punish him. She's got a tough reputation to maintain after all, and another son to take over for her when she passes. It was all just becoming a bit too much of a burden for me. I had to at least try to convince Hans to hold off a bit, maybe keep it until it's needed to actually prevent a war from breaking out. Who'd he go for it? Someone's overreaching. I spot Hans amongst a small crowd of men and make my way over to him. He looks at me a bit curiously, as if we never even discussed having this meeting. Was he maybe still drunk when I stopped by his mansion earlier? Mr. Childers, what can I do you for? Yep, he's completely forgotten. Mr. Bianchi, I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time. You? Of course you can. I'm all ears. It's regarding those photos at the warehouse. You mean the ones of Gallo? Of course that's what I mean. What in the hell else could I be referring to? Yes, those ones. Sure, what about them? I don't suppose there's any chance I could get you to hold off on showing them to his mother? Why would I want to do a thing like that? It's quite simple, really. That's so, then how come I ain't seen it? Fuck, gotta be careful. Remember who it is that I'm talking to. We're not drinking buddies tonight. We're boss and employee. I mean no disrespect, sir. I know exactly why you plan to blackmail her, and I believe any man in your exact position would be thinking the same thing right now. Go on. But you're not thinking about the bigger picture, something that could pan out to be even more beneficial to your future. Get to the point, boyo. Don't panic, stay calm, he's testing you. How many more years do you think Mrs. Gallo has left? Oh, no. We ain't going down that road again. Hell, me and her are the same age, for Christ's sakes. I know she looks and acts all frail, that old bro's gonna outlive all of us. Let go, Terry. Insult a man's age. How am I gonna spin this? Her health is said to be pretty poor. Mr. Bianchi, surely you can understand the point I'm getting at. Her poor health is well known to everyone, and her enemies grow by the day. She has not done well by her business since the death of her husband. Yeah, I get it. You want me to wait till she's out of the picture and form some kind of alliance with her son via blackmail? Yes. Well, it ain't fucking happening, capiche? The sooner we get our crazy fuck son out of the way, the better. I ain't forming no alliances with any of them gallows. Not ever. But, sir... Hi, you work for me. Don't go questioning my decisions. Been running this operation for years, and soon I'll be rid of that piece of shit family for good. But we do it my way. Once that old broad is forced to kill her own son, she'll die of a broken heart. I can finally take over the whole Gallo operation, no problem. And Xander? What of the other son? You just leave him to me. Well, I'm glad to hear you're so confident. I am so fucking fucked. Hi, don't you be patronizing me. You're goddamn right I'm confident. I've been waiting for a chance like this for 2 decades. I see. Anyway, I'm meeting with her tomorrow morning. Gotta get me a piece of that South Side operation while I'm at it. That's an ambitious assertion. You have no fucking clue what that is. What? You don't think she'll go for it? That old bitch will do anything for me to keep my mouth shut about this. Well, I can't argue with that. You mentioned it last night? Honestly, I have no idea. You ain't allowed to argue with me about anything, Chillers. Especially because I'm putting you in charge of the new South Side deal. I'm very grateful, Mr. Bianchi. Again, I have no idea what that means. And don't you forget it, bub. Well, that didn't go right at all. Here's my luck is plummeting right back down again. I feel so set up. You fucked it up yourself? She's what? Dead. Fucking bitch croak. You swear to me. You swear that you didn't say anything. Not to anybody. I swear on my mother's life, Mr. Bianchi. When did it... Yesterday. Completely out of nowhere. This completely ruins our plans for the Southside deal. I think. I don't even know. Please, Mr. Bianchi, you have to believe me. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Paid no money. We're past that now. I'm thinking the dumb bitch confronted him, and he off there before she got a chance to dole out that punishment. She should have just had him killed outright. You never allow a guy like Harold to get the upper hand. You mean he killed his own mother? It's very likely. Now I gotta go trying to smooth things over with him. Gotta be pretty tough facing the guy, not knowing how much he knows. Pretty ruthless guy, if he's done what I think he done. Can't believe any of this is happening. Yesterday I finally had some peace and quiet, and yet unbeknownst to me, something as huge as this was going down while I whiled away my time relaxing. It might have been all because of me. What have I done? What have I done? Funeral's Monday. I'll make some plans meantime. I want you waiting by your phone day and night. Bish? I need you at my beck and call. Things are gonna move fast. Days went by and nothing. I waited around like an idiot, even going so far as making Ma go get anything she needed from the stores while I sat around by the phone. My nerves were completely shut the whole time. Couldn't he have reached out just once to give me an update? When I finally did hear from him, he did nothing to soothe my anxiety. In fact, he made things a hell of a lot worse. All he said was, "We gotta meet. We're in a whole lot of trouble." Great, like I didn't already know that. Please just tell me how bad it is now. Real bad, boyo. I had me a meeting scheduled at Gallo's house today. He wasn't even there. Nobody was. So, what does that mean exactly? That's a sign of outright disrespect. It tells me two things. One, all previously arranged arrangements on territorial disputes are kaput. Two, they want me to know they're gonna try and push me out for good. I've been trying to call them all day and nothing. This ain't good. So then what are we gonna do? I don't know, something big. Big enough to grab their attention. I need them to talk to me. I'm willing to do just about anything it takes. If they shut me out, it means war. Can't afford that shit, truth be told. Not at my age. Not at this stage of the game. When you say something big, what exactly do you have in mind? I just said I don't know yet. Give me time to think. Stay by your phone again. I'll call you when I need you. Christ, what does he take me for, a slave? This is ridiculous. I have to stand by my phone for another few days while he goes and fucks things up even more. I can't do this anymore. I need to get myself out of this mess before it's too late. Maybe it is too late. If there's one thing this whole mess is showing me is that things can always get worse. I need to talk to Gerald Gallo himself. Uh-oh. Oh, and one more thing. That Albert guy you used to work for, seems he's missing or something. Of course. Shit just gets crazier and crazier. Instead of running straight home, I got to the payphone. I called Ma from the day we got evicted. I don't want to just show up to his house and invite it, unless there's no other choice. Hello? The cracking voice tells me I was speaking to a teenage boy, Gerald's son. Good morning, young man. Good morning. I was wondering if your father was home. Hello? Mr. Gallo, how are you? This is Terence Childers calling. Childers, you're one of Bianchi's guys, right? He remembers, although it seems like vaguely. I'm currently under the employment of Mr. Bianchi, yes. What is Mr. Bianchi after now? Actually, I'm not calling you on his behalf. Well, you'll excuse me if I don't believe that. Good day, Mr. Childers. Please wait. It really is in your best interest to hear me out. I sincerely doubt that as well. Click. Fuck. And yet I knew I should have expected this. So what do I do now? I mean, I tried, right? Conscience cleared? Alright, Terry, get real, idiot. This isn't nearly over with, and you know things are about to get even worse. This is a bad mafia guy. Lo and behold, I was right. Bianchi called me this afternoon to let me know that he'd come up with a brilliant plan. He went to Gerald's house to try and talk things over, catch him off guard and whatnot. When he got there, however, things took a bit of a turn. He ran into Gerald's young daughter and decided maybe he could take back the upper hand after all by kidnapping the poor girl. I can't believe it's taken me this long to realize that maybe old Hans Bianchi isn't quite as bright or lucid as he used to be in his younger days. This guy was now a complete and total dipshit, which makes me even more of one for working with him in the first place. I can hear the yelling as I open up the screen door and enter the kitchen. Completely exposed and scared out of my wits, I stand before Gerald Gallo and his beautiful wife, tongue-tied, dazed, and shaking all the way down to my toes. Gerald, promise me you'll get her back. Oh, you piece of shit. You have some nerve showing your face here after this. Mr. Gallo, I'm not here on behalf of Bianchi. I just heard of his plans and I came to try and offer my help. Bullshit, you know about this before. No, but I suspected that Bianchi would make a move to grab your attention. That's why I tried to call you yesterday on the phone. Perhaps I should take you as a hostage of my own. Easy, Terry. I played this right. He says what he means. You know damn well Bianchi wouldn't pay a cent for you. Very well could, Mr. Gallo, but I'm worth much less to my employer than you seem to believe. And escalating matters even further is not in your best interest here. What exactly is my best interest? I know the layout to Bianchi's manor. I know where all the guards are stationed, how to avoid the cameras, and where he'll likely be holding your daughter. Well, I suppose that's mostly true. I could at least give him the rundown from memory of where the cameras and guards are. I haven't noticed any changes anyway. Why should I trust you? We don't have a choice, Gerald. Please, Mr. Gallo, if you don't take care of this my way, we're looking at a full-scale moral war between the families. I've tried to reason with Bianchi, but he doesn't seem to care anymore. Just what is this all about? I can tell you on the way to picking up your brother, Bianchi is in possession of information that could ruin your family. Right now he just wants to make a deal, but I know my boss. It's never enough with him, and eventually he'll use that information to control your every move. What information? I'll tell you about it on the way. We need to hurry. Please, you have to believe me. Go with him. I'll call the police. The police? No, the police must never learn of this incident. But, Alice, if you don't hear from me in 2 hours, you couldn't call them. I suspect I know what Mr. Childers' plan may. You mean 2 hours and not a moment later? Mrs. Gallo, please call Xander and tell him we'll be there to pick him up in a few minutes. Alright. You had better not be lying, Childers. I assure you, Mr. Gallo, I could not be any more genuine than I am right now. Hi, let's go. I wonder how long these little stories are. One more trophy in this story. We get in the car and start driving. I'm very upfront with the guy. I explain that I don't want any harm to come to Bianchi from all of this. I just want to right the things I've said wrong. And then I tell him my secret, or rather his secret, the one Bianchi wants to hold over his head. I could swear I see a glimmer of panic in his eyes when I tell him that, and all of a sudden I start having second thoughts. Too late now, though. He knows what I know. All I can do now is trust that he wants to prevent a war as much as I do. He tells me as long as I keep my yap shut, no harm will come to me. Only then do I finally start to relax a bit. The rest of the rescue happens in a bit of a blur. After picking up Xander and going over the drawings I made of the mansion, we head towards Bianchi's place. When they discovered Gerald's son had stashed himself away in the trunk, there was a bit of a bickering, some threats made against my person, etc. All in all, despite me being strapped to the wheel of the vehicle while they went in guns blazing, I liked my chances of survival. Gerald even said it himself. I did them a solid. I helped him get his daughter back and hopefully prevented a war in the process. He would let me live, too. That was my main concern when all was said and done. We felt even better when everyone was home safe and sound. We got to see the warm reunion of mother and daughter. I wait from the car where they'd made me stay, and all was well again. I asked Gerald what had happened with Bianchi. He said everything was fine. I have to believe him. In the end, Gerald had his cousin Dean come out and drive me home. I would much rather have walked, but he insisted and said that I needed to be debriefed on the matter, whatever that means. Could it be I would be hired on full-time for my efforts? No, just killed off. The whole thing made me nervous. I should have known we'd be coming back here after dropping them off. Xander, he really wanted me dead. He said as much more than a few times back there. She's put this guy up to the task of taking me out. I take no pleasure in this. Just so you know, if it were up to me, it wouldn't end this way, Childers. Yeah, that makes it all okay. Be a whiny little bitch about it, just accept it. Would you be so accepting of your own death? Had I been stupid enough to ever work for a man like Bianchi? Yes. You work for Xander. That's far worse. I work for Geralt, not Xander. Why do this to me? I know Xander's the one who put you up to this. Geralt trusts me now. You said it yourself, you trust me. Please, I'm begging you. Just talk to Geralt. Hey man, you really just don't get how this all works. What the hell is he saying? Is he implying that Geralt is the one behind this? There's no way. There's no way. I'm the one who got his daughter back. I'm the one who helped prevent a war from breaking out. I'm the one who righted all of my wrongs. What is that supposed to mean? Never mind. I suppose the whole situation would be funny if it weren't for what I have to do next. You failed to see anything funny about what's happened over the last 24 hours? So are you gonna struggle, or can you come to terms with this? And there it is. I've been sentenced to my death. This is it, my final stand. If there was ever a time for me to fight, it's now. I'm not about to give up my life willingly. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Alright, let's have at it. I'll make this quick for you. I move to throw a punch, but he hits me before I can fully get my arm up. Dazed on the ground, I stare up into the barrel of a gun. He waits a few seconds. I expect him to say something, but there really isn't anything else he can say. Down and out, as always. Can't seem to catch a break. I don't ask for much, do I? We've reached the end of a day in strife. Thanks for reading. Well, it wasn't a day, but there was certainly some strife. Alright, folks. We did one of these stories. The others, if you're interested, that's for you to find out. Let's change games and play something else. I'll be right back.